Hello and welcome. In this video today, it's all about pumping up Pilates. We are adding in weights to our Pilates, and this workout is specifically designed for us women in menopause and any phase of menopause. Our needs are so different than they were in our 20s and our 30s. So grab some weights and let's do this. If you are a new beginner to weightlifting of any sort or new to exercise, I recommend starting with no weight. If you are more intermediate, advanced, you're used to working with weights, then I recommend choosing a challenging weight for you, what's appropriate for you. I'm going to be using two 10 pounds, and like I said, but there's no such thing as a wrong weight. It's just more for you, what's appropriate for your body right at this moment, okay? Everyone is different. So we're going to start with some jumpings, which is the plyometrics is crucial for us right now as well. So I'm going to get us kind of warmed up to that. That'll also warm us up in this video. If you need more jumpings, it's too early in the morning, or it's just not, you know your body's not going to do well with the jumping, then please pause this video and warm up. Everyone's warm up is different. We need to warm up our bodies specifically to us as an individual. Now let's just get started here. Moving the body. Again, I'm not going to do too much of a warm up because the jumping is going to get us warm. Quick. If you have any knee issues, ankle issues, any sort of injuries you are experiencing right now, then I please ask you to consult with your physician and make sure you are healthy enough for exercise. Just start breathing here. Stepping side to side, moving your arms up and down. We have options today. We're going to start out with jumping. You can either choose to do a jumping like you're jump roping. You can choose to do just jumping in one place. You can do squat jumps. I'll show you all of the above. Just pick a way. You can just jump. You can do high knees, you can just run in place if that's what's appropriate for your body. Just start to do what you choose. Here I'm running in place. We can do some jumping jacks. You want to jump. I recommend also you have a good surface. A little bit of a mat is ideal, not a hardwood floor or concrete. You want a little cushion just to help with your knees. Continue, just breathe through it. You are doing so much for your body. Let's try and jump rope a little. How's that? Try that. Also, you want that jarring. You want that. This is helping our lymphatic system, our bones, our muscles, our hearts. Keep going, you've always got it. If it gets difficult, go to the jumping jacks. You can do some jump squats. So you go jump. Imagine you are landing softly. You're almost there. I know this is hard. We're just doing a couple minutes. You've got it. You're almost there. Keep going. Keep going. Shake out your arms. Shake out your body. Yes, you want to be out of breath. Jump. Start to cool down. Slow it down. Breathe. Slow it down. Slow it down. Come to a slow march. You did so good. I'm I'm so proud of you. You should be so proud of yourself. Come down to a march. If you can start your day off, if you do nothing else but jumping for a few minutes a day, whew. Nice job, nice job. And we're gonna come down to the floor. We're gonna come into an all fours position. Take a child's pose just to take a breath. And let's come up to all fours. If you need to rest more, go ahead, it's okay. We're gonna start with some bird dogs. So first let's just start with the legs. So just start alternating left to right, checking in with our core. Still breathing, feeling all those muscles, feeling your glutes, your core, your upper body. Then we're gonna go into alternating arm and leg. So out and hold, and down. Out, hold, down. Out, hold, down. And continue at your own pace. Keep going. We're working about a 35 to 40 second timer. I feel like it works better. Rather than counting how many we're doing, just do how many you can do. What feels good for you. And take a moment, take a breath. You're doing awesome. Just breathe. And come back up. Now let's do also again, alternating. And then bring it in and touch your elbow to your opposite knee. And down. Out. Touch the elbow. Stretch. Down. Hold for a second while you touch your elbow to your knee. Working our core, working our whole body. This is an excellent workout right here. You don't feel like doing anything else today or any other day. We're working on balance, mobility, working the core. One more on each side. Other side. And release. Take a child's pose. Great job. Take a moment, catch your breath. Now let's come onto our backs. We're gonna do some Pilates roll-ups. If you wanna use weight the weight actually is gonna give you assistance if you want to add in a weight. If you more want it challenging, then don't use the weight. We're gonna start with our legs out, stretched in front of us, long. Take just a nice stretch over your legs for a second here. We're gonna draw up straight, shoulders back, arms out in front, and we're gonna just C-curve down, vertebrae by vertebrae, slow and controlled, all the way over and out. Slow and controlled. Lean over your legs. Back up to starting. Again. Drawing up, over, tall. You want to use that weight. It's going to give you some assistance. It's actually going to help you. So this is great for beginners that are still learning the roll up, and the weight is going to help. You're still getting the work in other parts of your body, but it's assisting. A couple more with the weight or without the weight. Keep breathing. And release. Great job. Set your weight down. Now we're going to come down to, with your weights, we're going to come down to an overhead press. Again, you do not have to use the weights. You can use one dumbbell. You can use two dumbbells. Either way is fine, whatever is appropriate for you. And I want you just to do a slight overhead press, a little slight bend in your elbows, and begin. You don't have to touch the weight to the ground, but go as slow as you can to the ground without losing your form. Breathing. If your lower back peels up off the mat a little bit, that's okay. Almost there. Do as many as you can, what feels good for your body. And release. Set your weight off to the side. Now we're going to come into a tricep press. So same thing, knees bent, flat feet on the ground, and you're going to keep your elbows close to your side. And you're just going to press up the weight. Now, if you want more of a challenge, we're going to add in the abdominals. And I want you to bring your knees up to tabletop and just tap them one at a time. Engaging those abdominals. Killing two birds with one stone. Working our triceps and our abdominals. You're doing great. Just keep breathing. Almost there. I got a little shaking going on. And release. Now we are going to come up and we're going to stay in that C-curl position. And we're going to do some shoulder presses. Now, to make it more challenging, you can lift your feet up off the mat into a boat pose and begin with alternating shoulder press. This is very challenging. Takes control, strength. If this is too much, just put your feet on the ground. Breathe. You got this. And release. Great job. Those are very difficult. Take a moment. Bring your knees into your chest. Squeeze the knees. Give them a nice big hug. You are doing so good. Now we're going to go back in that same position, add the biceps. You can leave your feet flat on the ground, lean back slightly. That way you're still going to use your abdominals. And I want you to do these bicep curls. You're going to have your elbows hugged in against your body, but a little out. You want them to be more to your side. And see how many your body feels good doing. If you want to add in more, you can also put your feet up at tabletop. Way more challenging. Keep going. Woo! Excellent job. Set those weights down. Give a nice big hug again. Rock side to side. Catch your breath. You're getting closer. We are almost finished. Let's come up to standing. And we're gonna grab our weights. We're gonna do some plie squats. So feet out. A good stance, what feels comfortable on your body. Toes turned out. You're gonna take your weights in the front of you, and you're just gonna go into a plie squat, lowering your weights. And begin. Try and look up, so your chest is up. You got this. Breathing, we're working those legs. All the muscles in the legs, the glutes, the quads. Keep those abdominals engaged. You got this. Slow and control. It's hard not to rush through it. Almost there. You're doing great. Great job. We're going to go right into a wide stance still. Not as wide as the plie squat, but toes turned a little bit more in. Not quite though. A little turn out and a little bit of a good distance apart, but not quite as much as the plie squat. Catch your breath. And we are going to work our hamstrings. So think of an RDL, which is working the hamstrings. It's a Romanian deadlift, but we're going to have a slight bend, just a micro bend in the knees. And I want you to keep the weights in front of you and just lean forward. Begin. Think of the hips moving back, the legs almost straight, but a little micro bend in the knees. This should feel good on people who have any sort of back issues. The traditional RDL might be a little more difficult. I like this one for my body. Try and look up again. You've got this. Feel a nice stretch in the hamstrings, back of the legs. Almost there. You may not be able to go as low, and that's okay. If you continue practicing this move, doing this exercise, you will gain more flexibility and be able to go lower to get a better stretch in the hamstrings. But don't worry about where you are today is exactly where you need to be. And take one more if that's suitable for you. And release. Shake it out. We're gonna come down to the floor, set your weights down. We're gonna go straight into the vacation special. That's what my teacher called it in my Pilates training. We are going to go into, on our backs, into a single leg stretch. Knees up to tabletop. And you're just going to bend in one leg at a time, alternating legs. Begin breathing. As many as you can do. This is our finisher. Into straight leg stretch. Take a breath. I need one. Pull your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Woo. You are almost there. One more exercise. You can do it. We're going to go straight into our bicycle. Crisscross is what we call it in Pilates. Hand behind the head, elbows out, and alternating elbow to knee. You got this. Breathing. Give it all you got. Don't release if you're not ready. Keep going if you can. Woo, I'm done. Hug those knees. Rock side to side. Calm your breath, calm your heart. You did so good. This was a full body workout. Woo. And hold your knees, come up, stretch them out in front of you. Whew. A little nice straight leg stretch over your knees. Continue to cool down. Make sure you continue to stretch. I hope you feel great. Please drop it in the comments how you did. How did this make you feel? Where you're at in your menopause journey. And I will see you next time.